So this is going to be our April check-in. Let me just double check I'm not muted in here still, right? All right, I'm good. This is going to be our team check-ins. I hope somebody did something over spring break because I didn't. Did anybody else in the Discord do the game jam? Anybody here? Oh, yep, there we go. We got 3 people in person who did the game jam. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the meeting. First off, the usual announcements. Here's the sign-in form recently updated by 2 minutes ago. Continuing on. The GDC Spring Banquet. For those of us joining us for the first time last semester, or this semester, this banquet's a lot grander. It's in a Ursa Minor. It's your game pitch due date, so this is when your game pitches are due. It doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be in a complete state. It's just hopefully you have some goals you've hit by then, and that's where you present your game in its entirety to the entire club. It's going to be a semi-formal event with food and activities. So we had like various versions of Kahoot or other mini games. We've even had like a little gaming station for like ball busters or block toss. For those of you who remember those, there's other game pitches that were like versus. So we have like little activities like that. What did we have last year, Bill? Was it like Olive Garden or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Have we decided what we're going to have this year, or are we still waiting for forms?
I think we're still leaning towards portals.
Portal. Yeah. So if anybody heard over the mic, we're leaning toward portals. I've never been there, so. But yeah, that's also going to be where we announce the remaining 4 board positions, which are going to be things like video editor, historian, and things like that. After the new board interviews any candidates. Again, the date and time is May 3rd, 11 to 2 p.m. You can also find this under the Discord events. Location is in Ursa Minor in the BSC. If anybody doesn't know, it's going to be on the 2nd floor, just above the food court and like toward the financial offices. Help support the club. It's a little bit late to be joining VIP, but it's still available. It's $15. You get discount on merch. I'm not sure. Hopefully everybody's seen the merch. We have Des keychains, plushies. We've got the t-shirts, which come with the yearly membership. I'm going to be honest, you probably should hold off until next year. But if you want this year's t-shirt, then feel free. It says bucket hats, but did we ever get more bucket hats? No. Who put that on there? I'm not selling my... You can have my bucket hat for $200. I got off a bill for 10. Scalpers be like... Here is the membership form in case anybody is not a member, which I highly doubt at this point. I'll leave it up for 2 seconds. Continuing on, team check-ins. First, we're going to be starting out with Absolute Momentum.
There we go. Yeah, so we did have a little bit of a slow period over like spring break and like the last couple weeks, but we are picking back up now. That first thing there, we're working on some UI. So we have some character portraits as well as like a little mini map concept, and that bottom right is going to be your item slot. So there's going to be items that you can pick up and sort of use, kind of like Mario Kart. Nothing's final here, it's just concepts for now, but I think that the UI artist did a really good job, especially with those character portraits. They look really great. And then here's just concept art of another character that we're thinking about adding. I'm not entirely sure where we're at in the process with that. I think we're just still in the concepting phase for that character. So, yeah. Pretty cool. There's some minimap icons, so those are going to be displayed on the minimap, basically, like in-game. So you can see where the other characters are. And then Brandon did a great job with the hair of... Oh, nice. Brandon did a great job with the hair on this character, and I know he was struggling with it for a while, so I wanted to show that off. Really looks really good. And then last time, I completely neglected the audio team. I forgot to put in all of the cool music and sounds, so I will. So I put a few of those. This first one is just a. It's just like gonna be the theme of the first track, basically. So yeah. Courtesy to our amazing musician Charlie, who will be showing up for this year's banquet. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, you can go to the next one. Yeah, so then this one, it's like sort of like the starting sequence of like loading into the map. So if you remember in like Mario Kart, there's like the different camera angles of like different areas of the map, and then it like kind of swings the camera around to the start line. That's like what this whole sequence is supposed to be. and it just goes into the song, as you can hear. Yeah, and then this last one, it was supposed to be similar to the star power-up in Mario Kart, so like, it's gonna play during some sort of power-up or something, but I don't know. I think I really like it, and we can maybe use it somewhere else in the game if it doesn't work out for a power-up, but I really like just the groovy little vibe we got going on. Cool. And then on the programming side of things, we've done a lot. It's kind of hard to show it all, but basically we have our main game loop like complete. We have our lobby system similar to how we had it in Solar Suites, where you can set up a lobby and have players join and stuff. You'll see in the next one, I added a little trail effect to our characters, which is supposed to be like sort of the visual component of our characters that kind of make it stand out. You can see I'm demonstrating with 2 players there. So yeah, right now we're still working on like balancing the levels and making the player controller feel as good as possible, but it's coming along really well. And yeah, that's about it.
Very nice, thank you. All right, next up is going to be Air Dash.
All right, so this is just going to be a pretty quick presentation. I mean, because for the spring break, I was focusing a lot more on a different school project, so there's not much progress, but we got a few stuff that we can still show. So next slide. I updated the map of the original map, the first level, using a real grayscale height map of the San Gabriel Valley in inland. So if you check there should be a screenshot there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you can see how the mountains are. I mean, it's obviously not high quality, but they're definitely more realistic than the previous mountains I had there. And right now the map is I kind of was like I was basically like just rebuilding the map because we were refactoring stuff, and I just wanted, and I took away the track because I had to I was also planning to refactor the track. So right now it's just one building and one little gate just to test. But yeah, that you can see. And I also updated the movement. So if you check the video, you can see how now it's got a bit more of like a damp feel, it was kind of inspired by there's actually a game that I saw not like a few weeks ago that was basically just Air Dash, and I kind of felt guilty, but like my idea was still I still have my idea before that game got released. So, but yeah, it's kind of based off of that, just to give it a more realistic turning, and yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you. You wanna know what I like about this microphone, Bill? Is when it peaks, it flashes red, so every time I clap, Alright. Next up is going to be Dwellers. Looks like we have no update from Dwellers, so I guess we'll be checking back in during our last one. Moving on. 4 Elements platformer.
Here we are. This is our game pitch check-in 2 number. Alright, so yeah, we didn't do anything since the last check-in. Just kidding, we got a lot done. So I contacted one of my previous roommates, and he drew some art for us. So we got some water, some lava, and some bricks, right? And yeah, we're finishing up the tile set. And for music, I've decided to take this into my own hands because we don't have anyone else doing that. So yeah, I just sort of wrote ideas down that I had, and yeah.
I can't read.
I don't know where this keeps coming from. Yeah, so yeah, this is Yeah, so we've got this menu now. And oh yeah, we have levels now.
He's speedrunning it.
Yeah, this is gonna. But yeah, we got this. We have a restart button, and we have a button to exit. Yeah, I just threw some names down.
First thing that
and
came to
it-
mind.
yeah. And it's and it saves, and you can reset your save, and yeah. And this, I fixed this issue, but yeah, we have moving platforms. I want to see that again.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
the platform moves and he
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
I fixed that. I literally just had to check one box. And for the last of the slides, we have a new power up, right? So you know how that guy is a double jump? Now you can pick up that thing, and now you have 2 double jumps. Alright, that's it. Oh, we still have one more. Yeah. Yeah, all 3 of these blue boxes are for the camera. I may be overcomplicating it, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. Oh, where does this keep coming from?
No, one is right. That was 4 Elements platformer. Next up is going to be Chelsea's Smile.
I don't have my presentation done for that yet. I will later.
I don't suppose I don't think I'm looking in your channel, so I can't see anything.
That's alright. There's not a lot that's been done recently, admittedly. We have notes for it, and I'll put more of those on my channel in a bit once I get the presentation done. And then I've done some music writing for it. I've talked to a few people about getting some art done for the game, and then I'm gonna work on a bit more programming soon as well. But I don't have much to show for it right this second. I will next time.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Next up is going to be Soul VCs. Alright, moving on again to Armancy. I think we do have an update for Armancy.
There's like a video on some of the updates I've done. So there's some basic enemy AI kind of faces you. And you can switch weapons. Oh, these models are not made by me, they're just like placeholder models. So yeah, you can and there's like the top model made by our artist. And you can walk upstairs, yeah. And there's an interactable system, you can kind of interact with automations. This is supposed to be a door. And it's locked, so I'm just giving myself a key so I can unlock it. So it opens, and the button also opens it.
Very nice.
And yeah, that's right.
Here's the torch. Alright, anything else?
Oh, no, that's all.
Alright, thank you. Back to the audience. Alright, following our Armancy, we have Combo Breaker. Moving on, let me press all the buttons. Into the Dark.
So, this is a 2 second birthday for Into the Dark. Nice.
Yep.
So far, we've had our second team meeting, Yippee, I've been working on the player movement. Isabel and Ethan have been working on the lamp and a pushable box. So here's some videos of the progress so far. Yeah, that's right. Also, main menu. We have a main menu. I don't have a video for that, but we have a main menu. Oh yeah, some concept art I made. So, of Larry.
The evil Larry.
Yeah, and don't ask about this, please. Thank you.
Alright, after Into the Dark, we have Amped Up. Let's go. So we're going to be going up to Plague.
Hello. We mainly got work done. This is background art for When You Meet the Patients, done by Roman. And this is the crafting station where you make the goods. This is some beautiful object work done by Ash that you can use to make the medicine.
How does knives work in medicine? I don't understand.
You understand too. And this is a book made by Lucia. Very neat. That's where you can check all your recipes. And this is some programming done by Lupus. And yeah, it's still a work in progress. We're almost done at that. And that's about it.
That was Plague. Moving on, we have Lightning Strike. Alright, moving on, we have Hostile Takeover. Yeah.
Howdy everyone. Sorry about that, my suit's at the dry cleaners. So I haven't had the time to put slides together, unfortunately, so we just have a little compilation. Here, one of our programmers, Felipe, he went ahead and did most of the work for the overworld. So as you can see here, we have interactable objects, pop-up text boxes, and of course Collision, programmed by Kyle, thank you.
He's naked.
Oh! No, not a lot of art assets going on, probably won't be, but you know, I decided to test out some brushes to get kind of like a pen or pencil line art. You know, I want it to look kind of like it was physically drawn on a piece of paper, so I'll have to mess around with that a little more. There's also some writing I did, just a little bit, mostly to do with character stuff. It's just mostly bullet points to kind of get across their vibe. That's probably the most writing we'll do this semester, unfortunately. Unless we repitch. No? Man, everyone loves Kathy. From one.
I can emulate these. Oh no.
Yeah, no, they're fine. Don't worry about them. And these two, definitely the least developed, but you know, we love them. All the same. They're beautiful children. This is from Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for doing the last minute uploading. It's not our fault this meeting got announced at 1 a.m. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. We got our MVP pretty much up and running. Thank you. Thank you. Just a few bugs to squash and we'll be golden for the banquet. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Next up is going to be the train. Moving on. We have Kupo. Chupo does not have anything to present at this time. Number 7, kind of. At least he's here.
Yeah.
Next up is the internship.
The team check-in for the intern swap. So I didn't really want to bother anyone too much over spring break because some people do work because like it's spring break. I just like working for fun. Maybe a little too much. I didn't realize that the GitHub channel was not muted for everyone. Sorry, I fixed it. But yeah, I did a lot of work. But we do have some UI from some of our team members. So we have like a new UI. I did this one. We have a contact us. Testimonials and a sign-in made by Valen, Aaron, and William, I believe. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I really like how the UI is turning out. It has a very like clean, consistent look. Sorry for the really crunchy GIF. The video was so short, I'm like, it's not working the whole video. But we have a main menu. It has like a cool little effect with like a sign-in. I don't think it'll be too annoying to have to wait to click the play button. It's sort of stuff. And then the dialogue system is basically done. So it's kind of like a fake Zoom meeting. You can select like responses and it'll branch out. Or, I didn't show video of it, but if you just don't say anything, you can get a unique response. So like your coworkers will be like, are you there? Like, say something.
Mike's me.
You for real. And then I did this real quick and dirty thing because I realized one of the puzzles wouldn't work without an email system. So very basic email system. You can open and then you can, there's like a whole registry of like different possible emails that you can choose from, you can save them, and you can also delete them. And that is all, that's all we have to work on for a little bit before I get sent back to hell, so yeah.
Next up is Cacodemiomania. Kinda.
Okay.
I made this instead of working on my game. For the game jam that happened, that was like kind of an unofficial cross-college one. I'm just going to show off the screenshots because I don't have... Why is nothing loading? Well, I made this cute game that I wanted to show. There we go. One picture loaded. Please don't tell me this thing is like... I think the internet may or may not be dying. There we go. So I made this little, the theme was bugs, so I made this little quote-unquote debugging game where you run around as this cute little bunny with multiple abilities and you kill bugs that are attacking the flowers. The 3 abilities, 1 ranged ability, 1 quick melee ability, and 1 AoE ability, and that was it. And this is not my game pitch, but I wanted to show it off anyway. And nobody can stop me because I have the computer. Alright, moving on. So yeah, you can count me in this one. We have Heathen, who is not here. Do we have anything? I think he had something in the channel, which just said he's not done. Yep. And I believe... Nintendo updates. I believe that's it for our game pitch check-ins. Now we just have the regular QR codes for LinkedIn. Anybody? No phones. Steam group again? No. I was gonna schedule something over spring break and forgot, but all right. Thanks for listening, everybody. That officially concludes our meeting. So we have, thanks to like Unreal Engine released some new templates which are very nice. So we have extra movement. This is like a little art we did for the instructions. And then we have like a little happy music. So for our little game, I have this little bunny. When you're in a bee form, you go fast. You can zap. You can use left click to move like in League of Legends. It's kind of difficult to do on desktop. Or you can use WASD. You attack wherever your mouse is pointing. I have range. The music's not loaded. My laptop is struggling. Oh my gosh. I have 2 melee ones. So I have like the fast melee, and then I have an AoE melee. So you see like there's a group over here. I can hit them all with this one. Oh, the music started. Oh my gosh. This game also has like some simple UI to where the bugs have a patrol path. They can spot you and attack you, obviously, but they patrol like a set of flowers that I have them assigned to, you know, as bugs do. I also have a special bug somewhere in the corner here. There we go. It's a big guy. Yeah, big beetle, big ugly beetle with a lot of HP. Do they what? Not forever. They have a lifespan, but they'll go until they get hit. Da-da-da-dum. And I have this little animation that plays when you die. Let me see if I can go. I have invincibility frames, so I won't die too quick. But also something that I didn't see because I killed something alone. It wipes the whole map of all the bugs when you win, which is like a nice little victory animation. But, oh no! Oh no! Oh, they lost interest.